Are we recording? Oh, we are. Woo! Hey, everybody. My name is Andrea Manus, and I'm going to be hosting Golden Drop today because Sharon is hopefully at home getting a little rest. She just got home from Morocco, which is super exciting. I'm sure she'll share some of those adventures with us. I just want to start by saying that we are, we're not doctors. Well, you might be a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to diagnose or prescribe. I'm just kind of an oily mama sharing with you how I'm using essential oils. So the tip that we're going to go over today is making bath salts. Has anybody done this? Raise your hand. No? You have? Okay, so Beth has done it. Julie, do you make bath salts? No? No from Julie? Adriana, do you make them? You don't make them. Okay, so here's the deal. So Epsom salts, does everybody know about Epsom salts? They're called a salt because of the chemical structure, but it's not like the kind of salt that you would cook with or something. And they're called Epsom salts because Epsom is a place in England where they're found in natural springs. So that's a fun little tidbit for you. They're normally just a couple of dollars for like a really big bag of salts. And when you put it in water, it breaks down into magnesium and sulfate. How cool is that? So this is why Epsom salts are really kind of important, right? Is because of magnesium, because the magnesium is helping to get junk moving, like toxic stuff out of our systems. So we know that we have like all of our organs, right, are really fairly adept at flushing toxins from our bodies. But sometimes when our organs are really taxed, our skin, which is our largest organ in our body, can also push out toxins. And sometimes this is where we're going to see issues with, you know, dermatitis or eczema, this kind of a thing. But gut health is really, really important. Sometimes our guts are really taxed and our livers and kidneys, et cetera, can't get everything out. And so we see it coming out in the skin. And so this is one of the really good reasons why magnesium salt baths are helpful. So it's good for stress relief. It helps with muscle aches and pains. And imagine if you put some deep blue in a bath salt, that would be really incredible. It can help you with better nutrient absorption, with headache relief. If any of you get headaches or migraines, there's a product called Natural Calm that's a magnesium supplement. That's really, really amazing for people who get headaches. So especially if it's something that's, that continues to happen for you. So I just made up a big thing of bath salts because I'm hosting a baby shower in the morning. And the recipe that I really like is about 1 cup of Epsom salts to a 1/4 cup of baking soda. And then you want to add maybe 1/8 to a 1/4 cup of coconut oil, and then some essential oils. So depending on the essential oils that you want to add, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 drops of essential oil. The reason I add the coconut oil, and what I do is I mix the Epsom salts and the baking soda together just in a little bowl. And then in my measuring cup, I measure out the coconut oil and I drop the essential oil into that. And I can't tell you the science behind this, but you know, oil and water don't mix, right? So sometimes if you just add essential oils to your bath, like drop, 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 you're just going to see those oils sitting on the water and not dispersed. I have found when I add them in a little bit of coconut oil and then I mix it into my Epsom salt baking soda mixture, I don't have that problem of oil just sitting on the top of my water. You do have to be careful because it will get a little bit slippery. So just be cautious when you're in the shower or the bath. Oh yeah, magnesium flakes are really good. Yep, that's super, super smart. Oh, sorry. Julie just said if you guys don't have your chat feature open, that she can't do Epsom salts. So she uses magnesium flakes and baking soda with oils. The other thing you can do with this, if you do this mixture and you're using about a 1/4 cup of coconut oil along with your essential oil and the the Epsom salts and baking soda, it makes a really nice kind of just a skin scrub for in the shower. So if you can't take it with you, because of the coconut oil, it's not like super rough. So it's nice to take into the shower and just use it as like a little skin scrub, and then you can rinse it right off. But again, you just want to be careful because you're floor might get a little bit slippery. What questions do you guys have? So quiet. It's crickets with you ladies tonight. Listen, this is a super, super fun, easy thing to make. It's also a really nice thing to gift. You know, you can do, you can make up a batch. I put Serenity in mine just because, yeah, I think Serenity just happens to be really nice and it's calming. And I have a batch made up all the time. My kids are going right now to get into the bath before bed. And so, yeah, hopefully it knocks them out because I have a lot to do tonight. So I could use sleepy kids. But it's really helpful.
Hey, I got a quick question. So do you do like the bath salts that have like the round bath bombs and that kind of stuff? Or do you just stay with the salts and stuff?
I make bath bombs also.
Okay.
But that's like a different recipe. So that's mostly baking soda. I wish I would have brought that down with me. It's mostly baking soda with a little bit of citric acid. And the citric acid is what makes it really sticky when you throw it into the bath. And then you're going to add a little bit of essential oil to that. And with that mixture, you're gonna spray it just a little bit with witch hazel, and then you're gonna put it into your bath bomb mold. If you get too much witch hazel in it, it's just gonna like puff up and not be fun at all to put in your bath. So I want to say maybe for like a normal sized bath bomb, maybe it's a 1/4 cup citric acid and maybe a 1/2 cup of baking soda. It kind of depends on the size of bath bomb mold that you use.
Right. Okay.
And there are lots of them out there. I would recommend getting stainless steel molds.
Oh, instead of the rubber ones or whatever they're called.
Yeah, there's a lot of plastic ones out there and they break really easily. And the stainless steel ones are just super, super easy to use. They clean up really well. They are never going to break. They're metal.
Gotcha.
So you use them over and over and over again.
We have a question that says, are there any oils that should not go into the salt for pregnant ladies? Brenda is asking.
Yes, Brenda, there are. And you don't want to use Clary Calm. You don't want to use, hold on, Brenda, can you wait for 2 seconds and then I'll be able to give you a really good answer. Okay, so everything pregnancy related, I always refer to this book. Do you guys have this by any chance? So it's really, really helpful. And Stephanie has a Facebook page too. Maybe it's just called Stephanie Fritz Midwife or, but I think that she has
the Essential Midwife.
Yes,
her page is just the Essential Midwife - Stephanie Fritz.
Yes, perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much. And it's really helpful. Was that you, Charlene, who gave us that little tip? Thank you. You're awesome. Okay, so I am looking, I know that there's a list in here, I think, of oils that mamas should not be using. Maybe the best thing to do is to look up oils that they can use, right? And then Google it. She doesn't have a list in here, it doesn't look like, of what can't be used. I know Clary Calm is one of them because it can induce contractions. They can use Clary Calm later, like at the end of the 3rd trimester if they're ready, right? I'm doing a baby shower in the morning for a couple of mamas who might want some Clary Calm soon. So, or Clary Sage. Okay, so let's see, just go over to the chat.
Hey,
yeah,
really Charlene has her hand up, honey.
Oh, sorry, Darlene. I was on a.
No, Charlene.
Oh, Charlene. Okay, hold on. Hey, Charlene, what's up? I can't hear you. Can you unmute yourself?
I don't know how.
Oh, no, you're fine. I can hear you now.
Oh, I can't hear you very well. It was so clear, and now I can barely hear you. I don't know why.
No, I don't know why either. Can
This
everybody
is
else hear
my
me
first
okay?
time, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my gosh, it's your first time. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing
Are
at
you
all.
new?
No,
No,
I've
it's
been
totally
using
okay.
Care for 5 years or so.
Good.
But
well, this is just going to give you like some extra tips.
yeah.
And do you make bath salt?
Yeah, I want that recipe again so I can write it down.
Yep. Okay. So, Renee, as I put it up, can you put it into the chat, and then maybe we'll post it in a comment below the replay? Can we do that? So I do 1 cup of Epsom salts, 1/4 cup of baking soda, and then you can do 1/8 to 1/4 cup of fractionated coconut oil. And then I do about 7 drops, give or take a few, depending on what oil you're using of essential oil. So if I'm doing, I really like Citrus Bliss also because it's just happy, that blend. But citrus oils, right? Citrus oils are top notes, right? So it's the first scent to kind of go away. So citrus oils don't always smell as strong as long. So when I'm using citrus oils, I do more. Is that helpful?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Does anybody else have any questions? Whoa, we have lots of people on today. It's so exciting. Cordelia, I was wondering where you were because I didn't see you, but you're just done like, I had to just scroll over. Okay, awesome. Well, listen, you guys, who is talking?
Just me. I just had a quick thing. I wanted to say, just from personal experience, anything that is minty, take it easy.
Right.
A whole lot of that. I do aroma touch if you have like just, run a marathon or something insane like that, and you're really sort of starting to work out. But anything minty, just you don't need nearly as much oil as you think you do. It's strong. But also the clary sage for pregnancies, if you wanted the oils that you wanted to avoid, unless you're trying to go into labor, obviously it would be anything with clary sage, but also a lot of the mints, peppermint especially. I would just hold back on those, just because there's some questions around those, but just take it easy. They don't need to be in a bath.
Right. Thank you, Kara. The other thing too about the mint oils is that they can sting your eyes, and when that gets into the air from your hot water and it's really steamy, that can really irritate your eyes, and that's not fun when you're trying to relax in a bath. So there's lots of ways, right, that we can kind of pay this forward, and this is a really lovely thing to be able to do with our friends and family, right, is to just pay forward kind of what we're learning or what we know about sort of healthy living and essential oils. So here's one way you can pay it forward, right? Make some fun bath salts for your friends, but share with them what you're learning. And there are lots of people out there who really are going more towards natural solutions and trying to have fewer dependencies on pharmaceuticals, which certainly have their place, in allopathic medicine. But I think when we can find natural solutions and we can share those with our family and friends, it's paying it forward to them and also to our own budgets, right? So if you guys don't have any other questions, I'm just going to scroll through. Raise your hands if you have anything, or if there's something you'd like to share, please just unmute yourself. Anyone?
I know Emily does geranium and arborvitae is what her go-to bath salts are.
Really?
She did. That's Emily Wright, who you don't know, if you don't know who that is. It's one of the founders of doTERRA. That is her go-to nighttime bath stuff.
This might be terrible, but I haven't tried the newer geranium yet because, man, I have to suffer through the old geranium. Not my favorite. Maybe I'll order the new stuff and try it with arborvitae. That sounds really interesting. The Tree of Life. If you guys haven't tried arborvitae yet, it's the Tree of Life oil, and it's really
I love it. It
makes a really amazing green wood polisher. Oh, so delightful. Okay, well, we're a minute over, folks, so we are going to go. But thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to have the replay posted after not too long. I appreciate you joining us. I appreciate you sharing with your friends and family and coworkers and everybody else what you know about essential oils. And it's super duper easy and super inexpensive to just make up a cute batch of essential oil bath salts, and you can share it with friends. They would totally love it.
I see